What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I'll put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. This video is entitled You Want Consequence Therapy. We talk about mental health and people needing therapy, and some people do need therapy, and some people have actual mental health problems, but and we say, a lot of people are softer than people from back in the day, and people take offense to that. And I get why, because that's kind of dismissive, but there is some truth in that, because there are a lot of people who don't need therapy for mental health. They need therapy for their consequences. And what I mean by that is this. A lot of y'all want to live y'all best life, right? And you do things, to live your best life. And they can be detrimental to yourself or to others around you. But when you're doing those things, you don't need therapy. You're just doing you, living, having a good time. And why y'all hating? Let me do me. But when the chickens come home to roost, now you need therapy. Now, I don't get it. What happened? This is not, I'm having a breakdown. No, you're having consequences. You're having karma. You're asking for therapy for karma. I remember, if you're making bad decisions as an adult, you're an adult and you know they're bad decisions. When you have to pay for those bad decisions, why do you need therapy? This is why people say people are soft. Because you made these bad decisions knowing they were bad decisions because of some childish, immature, impulsive reason. Because it made you feel good. Or you were having a good time. So what? Who cares? You can't tell me what to do. Fine. So now you made a bad choice, and now guess what? It caught up with you. I need therapy. I need somebody to talk to. No, you don't. No, you don't. You actually had therapy before you made those bad decisions, when people were telling you, you shouldn't do that. Don't do that. At least don't do that way. It's going to cause, this could happen, that could happen. And, and you blowing up people. You don't know what you're talking about. Sometimes we're reckless with our money. And, you're doing your thing. You're reckless with your cash. You're reckless with your credit. You're spending. Now you're having a great time while you're spending. But when you get that bill and that interest start piling up, now you need therapy. Now the walls are closing in. See, that's not, you didn't need therapy. You just, that's consequences. That's just karma. That's all that is. How can I say this? You're not a good person. You don't treat people well. And you live under those. I'm just being me. Only God could judge me. That's just who they are. Right? Give them a pass. They just having a bad day every day. And then what winds up happening is the people get fed up. And then they get fed up, and then you get back what you've been giving out. And you don't like it. And now that you don't like it, what happens? You need therapy. The heck did I just do? Now you need therapy for that. You don't like people treating you the same way you treat people. You're so easy to offend. someone else, but you're so easily offended to the point that now you need therapy from people treating you like you treat everybody else. I think that I said it best just now. I was trying to get my words together. Sorry. So you don't need therapy for when you mean to people. You need therapy for when people are mean to you because you set that precedent. That's consequence therapy. That's what that is. You know. You got scarred as a child or as a young adult. Something happened and it broke something in you. You need therapy for that. That's understandable. But then you go around the hurt people mantra. You go around hurting people worse than you got hurt. And then when you got to pay a consequence to those people that you hurt, you want to, well, see what happened to me was, and this is why I act this way. What happened to you happened with that person. You did this to those people. They had no correlation as far as people. You did to someone else what you were getting therapy for. So you put somebody else in therapy. And now when you have to deal with the consequences of who you put in therapy or dealing with literal legal consequences, or you got exiled or shunned for it, now you need therapy. Because, how dare, you turned into the very predator that you needed therapy from. And now when people treat you as said predator, now you need therapy for being a predator. Now you're a victim predator. No, you just want therapy because of the consequences. That's it. That's all that is. Some people, have stress. And the stress is they have a problem with boundaries. They like pushing the envelope and pushing people's boundaries. They're rebellious as an adult. They're petulant people. And what happens to rebels without a cause? What happens to petulant adults? Real life is what happens. And now you're stressed out. From what? From pushing people's buttons, from pushing the envelope, from pushing boundaries, to the point where you went to a point of no return. And now you got to deal with the consequences of you pushing the boundaries to a point of no return. And now, oh my God, you got to deal with this as an adult, not as a petulant little child that's over 25, over 18, over 25, over 30, over 40. Now you stressed out and you got all these men. No. You're not stressed. No. You are what we call fucked. And you did it to yourself. You fucked yourself. But see, there's nobody to blame but you. So now it's stress. So now you need therapy for stress. That's self-inflicted because you've been pushing boundaries. So now you need consequence therapy. Because you forced to rein yourself in. And since you push so many boundaries and push so many buttons, you on your own dealing with you and your mentality of going too far. So now what? You need somebody to help you rein yourself back in. Because you want issue. Think about it. Even when people go to court, if you're like a first time offense or something like that, they give you an out. Just your first time doing it, you can go to rehab. You can, go to this program. You can go to defensive drive, and you can go blah 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 blah. But see, once it becomes a repeated thing, oh no. You can't do all that because this is who you are. You didn't. We gave you therapy as an option because we thought this was an anomaly. No, you got caught this time, and it was the first time we caught you. But you did it again, and you did it again. This is who you are. Go get them, because you still be watched under that process. So you don't need therapy for your actions. You need therapy for your consequences. You know what I mean? You're not dealing with like a real issue a lot of times. This is things that you created with your own actions. So I'm done with this. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.